The beautiful sunny Florida Panhandle is the go-to spot for beach lovers, spring breakers, and people who like to throw mullets. Don't worry about it. And about 150 years ago, it came within an inch of being annexed by the state of Alabama. I once read that Alabama had the chance to purchase the Panhandle of Florida. True or not? Folks voted on that question for Ask Alabama, and it is true. The Panhandle was very nearly purchased by Alabama. So what happened? It's the oldest song in Alabama history, Political Corruption. In an early Reckon video, we covered how the borders of Alabama and Florida ended up the way they are. Short recap, the U.S. grabbed up this land and formed the state of Alabama in 1819, back when Florida was still owned by Spain. When Spain finally gave up its land to the U.S., the states around Florida were already pretty set. However, for years after, hell, even when it was still Spanish land, folks in Alabama and the Florida Panhandle had called for the Panhandle to be annexed by Alabama. A lot of settlers in the Panhandle were from Alabama families, and swampy terrain and forest made traveling from the Panhandle to the rest of Florida a real slog, while the only thing separating the Panhandle from Alabama were some small rivers and invisible lines. So Alabama was eager to bring their Panhandle brothers back into the fold, and if the state ended up with the lucrative harbor in Pensacola, that's not so bad either. And in the aftermath of the Civil War, it looked like it was finally going to happen. In 1868, an agreement was reached between Florida and Alabama to sell the Panhandle to Alabama for $1 million. But as you can guess, if you've seen a map, something didn't work out. Turns out a commission was formed to figure out the nitty-gritty of the annexation, and those guys apparently started living high on the hog off taxpayer money. I can't say exactly how much they spent, but I can say when Alabama lawmakers found out about the commission's, quote, extravagant expense account, support for the deal fell through and it never happened. The issue would be brought up a few more times, but once Pensacola got connected to the rest of the state by railway, the demand for annexation largely went away. So that's how the Panhandle narrowly avoided becoming part of the state of Alabama. A handful of corrupt politicians ruined it for everyone. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm Jonathan Soboleski for Reckon. Do you have questions about Alabama that you want answered? The Ask Alabama team is standing by. You can submit your questions to AL.com/ask. And be sure to follow Reckon by AL.com on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching.